Hey everybody, Robert from Black Belt Gaming. Let's continue our playthrough of the Adventurers, the Pyramid of Horus. We're heading into round 2. We've already passed the first player marker. And what we need to do here is adjust things for wound and load level. So we have a Jose over here with 2 items. And if we look here, he is 0 to 3. It's no change. So as soon as he gets 4 cards, we're going to be looking at needing to roll a little higher. And I don't think anybody has over 2 cards, so there's really no change there. Let's let Rasputin here roll the dice with our very economical dice tower. And let's see how many actions we get. We've got a 1. No. Everything else is a 2 or higher, so everybody gets 4 actions. Jose said he wants to go first, but no way, Jose. We're going with Rasputin. He is the first player. So here we go. Rasputin was the one who took a mad dash down the center. He's got 4 actions to take, and I think the first thing he's going to do is search right where he's standing in the sort of golden sand there. He pulls a Scorpion. Bad news. This is another trash card. A Scorpion has attacked him. 3 actions left for Rasputin. Let's see. Let's have him move over in the direction of one of these more valuable items here. Let's have him make a move here for an action. That'll give him 2 left. And then I think I'm going to sort of prepare to have him rush over here and try to search in this area or that area. 2 actions left. It's not enough for me to move up here and then open this. That's all I could do. I wouldn't have the next action to take whatever valuable item was inside. So I think I'm going to have him do 2 more searches where he is standing. So once again, we're searching, and we've got this valuable gold. I'm not sure what that is. That's worth 4 points. That's a good card. And he's going to take 1 more search. And another Scorpion. Not such a good turn for Rasputin. He is out of actions and is now carrying 3 cards. So we're going to go now to Delroy. Delroy has 4 actions, and he is the big fellow right there with the yellow base. He's just going to do 1 more search right where he is, and he gets a crowbar. A crowbar can be used to help him unlock a locked treasure box later. Not bad. A lot of the stuff you find out in this area kind of helps prepare you for what's inside. So you've got medicine, first aid kits, crowbars, bags, that kind of thing. So that's one of his actions. He's got 3 more. Let's have him take a step and then search again. He's being cautious. He searches again and gets another necklace, not the most valuable thing. And then, going for the better treasure, he's going to take his last move forward. So that's going to end it for Delroy. And Maki Watanabe is next. 4 actions for her. Now, we've got a player right in front of her. That's no problem. According to the rules, you can evidently have multiple figures on one space. And you can certainly move freely through their space. So she has 4 actions. See, she's going to try to sneak in for the steal here. If she can. That'd be 1, 2, open 3, 4. Maybe she could take it. Let's see if she can pull this off. She's going to move 1. She's going to move again for 2. For her 3rd action, she's going to open this thing here. She gets to look inside. If we were playing sort of somewhat competitively with our friends, I don't think we would show them what's inside, but she knows that's a statue worth 2 points. For her very last action, excuse me, she's going to grab it. So she has one of those. If you'll notice on this card, it is marked with a sort of the symbol of a god in the upper corner there. A little hard to see. Can't really get zoomed in right. There we go. The upper left corner. If she collects other items that are from some of the other gods that have a different god's head on them, she's going to get bonus points. And that will make a big difference in the final scoring. So variety is good in this game. Now, the only bad thing is if we roll a lot of mummy movement, and this mummy moves all the way down, she's going to get attacked by the mummy. It's guarding all of these valuable treasures over here. So Maki is finished. And now we're back to Jose. And let's see, Jose's got a mummy right up and to the right, but he may try to take a move here and kind of hide at the corner and wait for this mummy to be on its way. So let's have Jose take a step, and then he's going to search that area. And he's got some medicine. This is kind of an antivenom, I think. This would heal any bites or stings from scorpions or snakes. So that's 2 actions for Jose. One more step and one more search, I think, for him. He's going to search here. The difference between the sand here and this finer sort of gold-looking sand up here is evidently the treasures should be a little more valuable up in this area. And he's got a 4-point artifact here. So that's going to end it for the adventurers here. We're going to move on now to mummy movement. So the first player rolls the dice. And 4 movement. 4 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it's staring Maki right in the face. But not quite enough to get. Alright, the mummies have moved. You may have seen this block here. This was the one I used during my setup of the game, explaining some of the rules. So I'm going to leave that one. Actually, I'll put that back in the box and draw another one. It is time for a rock to fall, and we have 26. So we need to go to the board and find space 26. I think it's right there with the crocodiles. So that's going to fall and block off this space. So 2 blocks are down. Happens every turn. Sooner or later, our adventurers will get sealed in the tomb, and we don't want to do that. So that's going to bring us to the end of round 2. We'll head into round 3 next. Alright, we've done a card count here. Jose, for example, has 4 cards now in his inventory. That's going to make it so that we need to roll a 3 or higher on any dice to get an action. And everyone else is 2. Delroy is also in the same situation. He needs a 3 or higher. So we may start to see some speed differences. Some characters having more actions than others based on their wounds and how much loot they're lugging around in the pyramid. So it's Delroy is the first player for round 3. He rolls the dice, and as we can see, we have a 1, which no one can use. We have a 2, which 2 of our party members cannot use. So our faster characters, or less wounded characters, are going to get 4 actions, and our Jose here, for example, is only going to get 3. So we'll move his counter up to 3. Rasputin, he's going to get 4. And then we have Delroy here. He's also going to get 3, so he's going to be a little slower this turn. and Maki is also going to get 4. You may also see on some of these treasure cards we have another symbol of one of the gods, and that helps in our count at the end for variety among our treasures, so that's good for them. So the first player to act this round is Delroy. Well, Delroy, sort of like Maki before, sees a chance to step in and snatch something valuable before Jose can get it. So taking 2 actions, it's not going to be enough, is it? 1, 2... No, he's going to have enough actions to get in there and look at the thing, but not the final action to be able to take it out. Too bad for Delroy that he's slowed down right now. Let's have him instead. Perhaps he sees something glittering in the pool there. We're going to have him use an action and step into the crocodile-infested waters. That's 1 action for Delroy, and then he's going to search around in there twice. So we draw one of the search cards that have the watery back, and he finds, I'm not sure what this is, some kind of plate or something, perhaps a bowl. It's worth 3 points. That's a decent treasure. He continues wading around in the water and gets bitten right on the leg by a hungry crocodile. So he's got another wound on him, slowing him down. So Delroy, you took a chance and it bit you in the rear end. So he is done for this turn. It's now time for Maki. Well, Maki doesn't want to wait there for that mummy to get her. You don't want to move on the same space as a mummy either. She's going to try something risky here. She's got 4 actions. There is a larger idol over here that is locked away, and it requires us to pick the lock. And to do that, we need to roll on the 5 dice, a 1, a 2, and a 3. So for 1 action, she's going to attempt her first lock pick. Let's see if she got lucky. We have a 1 and a 2, but no 3. Alright, she's going to stay at it, even though this mummy is breathing down her neck. Action number 2. She's going to continue to try to pick this lock. So she takes the remaining 3 dice, and all she needs to do is roll a 3. No good. So she's going to take another action, bringing her down to her final 2. She's going to roll again. Did she get the 3? No. This is getting bad for her. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. That's 3 actions she's taken, actually. I don't want to miscount. So she only has 1 action remaining. She better move. It's foolish to stay there. So she's going to skip back and dodge this mummy before it enters that space. So good try for her. All of her effort now, this 1 and 2 she's rolled, is lost. It goes away, and she'll have to start fresh if she wants to try this again later. So too bad for Maki. She ended up with nothing this turn. Well, there's Jose over there, and he thinks that Maki had a good idea. He's going to take his first action and step up close to this other locked idol. And this one also requires a 1, 2, and a 3 to be rolled. So with 2 actions remaining, he's going to attempt to pick the lock, just like Maki did. We roll the dice. We're trying to get a 1 and a 2 and a 3. Like Maki, he has the 1 and the 2, but no 3. But we have a decision to make. That decision is to either spend our last remaining action to continue picking the lock, or we can use Jose's ability. Remember, each of these adventurers has a special ability, and if you can make it out here, you can see this Egyptian guy standing there with a key. He is a great lock picker. If I wanted to use his special ability right now, that would satisfy the results of one die. So it basically lets me take one dice and put it on whatever I want. Only one. But that would be enough for him to get this. Why don't we... See, the tempting thing is to have him to go for the more difficult locked treasure down here at the end. That one. It's worth 10 points and you need to roll a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. That's the hardest one to get. I just don't know. Maybe to speed things along, we'll let him go ahead and use his ability. So to do that, I'm going to turn his card upside down. And we're going to say he uses his ability to successfully pick that lock and get that treasure. So for his last action, Jose takes this. It is worth 6 points, but it is cursed. Jose now has to ignore any results rolled on the red dice when he's determining his number of actions. This idol does not want to leave the haunted pyramid, so it's trying to slow him down. So as long as he's carrying this in his inventory, it's going to cause him problems. But he's got it for now, and his special ability is used. And I think as a double reminder, I'll remove his red base. Alright, so that concludes Jose's turn. The mummy is still walking and facing in the other direction, so that's why Jose wasn't too worried that the mummy was going to get him. He's probably got another round or two before that thing gets back to this side of the pyramid. So that will do it for Jose. We're now to Rasputin, who has 4 actions, and he is standing there. And he saw what Maki tried to do. 4 actions. I wonder if he can outperform her and get out of the way before that mummy gets there. Let's see. Let's count his actions. What would that take? It would take him 1 step, 2 to pick the lock, 3 to grab the treasure, and 4 to get back out. He'd have to have a perfect round. You think he can do it? I just got a feeling. Let's let him try. First action, he rushes in over here. She says, "You're crazy!" He runs up to try to pick the lock. We need a perfect roll. We need to get a 1, 2, and a 3. Nope. No, the force was not with me. We don't have our 1, and he has no special item to help him out here. I believe this is where a crowbar would help. I think you can use a crowbar to replace one of the missing dice on a lockpicked attempt. So it's a lot like Jose's ability if you have a crowbar. He doesn't have it. So he's going to back off. That was 1 action, 2 actions, 3 actions. He's going to step back. And he's still got a 4th action. He's just going to search right where he's standing. And he picks up a pretty decent little treasure here. So another card for him. Well, that finishes the actions for our adventurers here, our heroes. And now we need to roll the dice for mummy movement. Let's see how many spaces here. Anything over a 4 or higher. 3 spaces for the mummies. Let me move them. Alright, the mummies have been moved. The only one that's anywhere close to being in danger is Jose, and he was right. He guessed it right. He still has several spaces there between himself and the mummy. But let's find out what happens now as the cursed pyramid here is going to drop another stone on top of these brave adventurers. And we've got 19. Let's find that on the board. That's probably down right here. Right beside, or actually right behind Delroy. That made him jump. So everybody's going to have to maneuver around that thing. And that should bring us to the end of the third round. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. We've done another couple of rounds here. We'll continue to play some more. We need to keep playing smart. We need to get in here and get as much treasure as we can and get out. So we need to make sure that we get out. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later for some more Pyramid of Horus.